Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. You know what it is. It's them kids and wives and 9-to-5s, but we are still married to the game. 090. Holy crap. Only 10 episodes until 100.
That's insane,
and that is stupid.
Dude. Holy cow.
That is crazy talk. Are we doing something for the 100th episode? I'm just kidding.
Nah, we're good. No one's listening anyway.
Right. It's your boy Gabe Patillo with Tim Router and Timothy Hall, of course. And as always, we are talking games and life and games. We are so happy that you are here, and we're happy to be here. It is early, as always, and I'm struggling, as always.
Hey, that's okay. At least you can do that intro in your sleep. That gives you time to wake up.
Oh my goodness. Hall?
Oh, come on.
How's your week been, brethren?
Well, I've been playing or role playing as general contractor all week.
Nice.
So that's fun.
How's that going?
Well, let's see. I have +1 patience, but I have -1 agility. So not so good.
Roll the dice again. Just roll the dice again and see what happens.
Exactly.
I think I spent most of Saturday painting. It was either Saturday or Sunday. See, the days run together now because I can't. We're going there totally every day and working on stuff. Gosh, I was painting though over the weekend, and I was so sore just after having to paint. But I mean, basically, we have to paint the entire house. So,
oh my gosh!
We finished up the dining room though, and it looks really cool. We did this nice contract with the. I heard that.
Did you really?
Yeah, it's great. Odin's Raven.
That's awesome.
Is that your email thing?
Yeah, whenever my email comes in, it's Anchorman's. Great Odin's Raven.
It came in at the perfect time.
Good.
So funny.
Anyway, we did this nice contrast with the dining room. We painted the molding white, and the walls are kind of like a taupe color.
Nice.
And then we were getting ready to paint the kitchen cabinets. We had, removed all the coating and stuff. And we were going to paint them white. And then I took that same color that we did the dining room, and I just or Krista had taken it and put it on the cabinet. Because I said, let's try that color on there. And then she was just like, I love it. So she started painting the cabinets.
Oh, perfect.
It's DIY home improvement. It's a lot of fun. Especially when you don't have to move in there quickly. So,
amen.
Yeah, I'm loving it. Other than that, I've been going out and getting everything that the house needs. So we went out and picked out our appliances and picked out just all that stuff. The flooring, we took care of the flooring stuff, the rest of it last night, final quote and all that stuff. We need to go out and get a few more things before we're having some family over on July 4th. So we still got to go out and get some more things. Last night when we were at Home Depot, they had a pretty sweet grill, and I was like, wrap it up.
I know that's right. Throw it on my tab.
Yeah, I was like, wrap it up. And then I was like, wait a minute. Do these come in boxes? And they're like, no. And I was like, that ain't going to fit in my car. He's like, we'll deliver it for free. You've been a pretty good customer. We'll deliver that for free.
No way.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Man, other than that, I haven't gotten to game very much, but I mean, I've been playing a little bit of Hearthstone just because it's really easy to pick up and play for 20 minutes.
Right.
Really looking forward to playing Mario Kart sometime.
Oh,
Hey-o.
Yes.
Yep. So
you ain't ready, Jack.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready yet until we get moved in, and then I have a place to actually put it.
Right.
So.
You want the cart? You can't handle the cart.
Right. You can't hit.
That's where you're going, Ratter.
That's right.
Speaking of, how are you, brethren?
Man. Well, I am still sick.
Oh, good.
It went from a virus to a bacterial infection, which is just my luck.
What?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
What the
I
heck?
had the virus for about a week, and because everybody else was sick, it morphed into some sort of a bacterial infection. So it's kind of like a bronchitis, but it's not a full bronchitis. So I
Are you
went,
sure you're not like some kind of test subject?
yeah,
Like
seriously.
they're trying to figure out stuff?
Well, like I said last week, man, 2014,
injecting
this
you
has
at
been the
night.
most sick I've ever been, ever.
Oh,
And it's
well,
just
I'm glad we didn't
crazy.
do dinner the other night.
Yeah,
Gracious.
no kidding. I went to the doctor on Saturday, and because by then I was fed up. Like Friday, which was a week of me feeling this way, just feeling achy um and all this stuff. I finally went to the doctor and be like, okay, what's going on? I know I had a virus. I know there wasn't anything I can do during that time, but why do I feel worse after a week? Normally viruses go away by
Right.
now. And she was like, you know what? All symptoms point to a bacterial infection now that especially that you're coughing. So she put me on antibiotics and I feel much better. I'm still coughing a little bit, but I was waking up and I just felt like I was hit by a truck every morning. Like I wasn't getting up early to game or anything because I was I was just so tired and I just felt like I ran a marathon. You were just so achy. Just you have a headache and everything. It just takes it out of you. So that all went away after I started the antibiotics, which is awesome.
Man,
So,
your doctor's finally going to be able to put in that new pool.
Yes, right. He's actually a big scuba diver, so I probably just bought him a trip to Fiji at this point.
There you go.
You really have. Great barrier reef.
Exactly. But everybody, the rest of the family's doing great. Piper's great. Lauren's great. And they're all fine and healed. Mine's just lingering a little bit. So, yeah, it's it's been a little bit crazy. But, I mean, I still have been able to get some gaming in shortly after we recorded our podcast last week. Those 4 or 5 Second Son trophies were just calling my name. They were hanging over my head all day. So finally that day, I think when Piper was down for a nap, I'm like, screw it, I'm doing this. And I platinum Second Son, got those
Yes, sir.
4 or 5 trophies. I'm so happy for that. It's great. I felt so complete after that platinum came up. It was really nice. And then I have played the Wolf Among Us episode. What is it? 3 now? The latest
4.
one? 4. So I finished that, which was amazing. And I was going to play The Walking Dead before our podcast, and I overslept. Which is seriously, this is what I've been doing I still set my alarm for the same time, but my body is just not getting up. It's not responding to it.
You need to listen to it.
Yeah.
Sleep
Don't
is
set the
pretty
alarm.
good for getting over illness.
Yeah. Trust me, it is. And that's what I've done. I've just been like, all right, well, I'm going to bed and doing my thing. But holy cow, at night, though, I've been playing a mess out of Mario Kart, though. It is so great.
Yes, sir.
It is so much fun. I haven't been able to jump on to a whole lot of tourneys because I'm trying to unlock a lot of stuff first. So I've got 3 stars on all the races for 50cc. I got 2 more races for 100cc to do, and then I got to do the 150s. But most of the stuff is unlocked. And then I have been going into the MTTG tournament, and me and Ed have really been the only ones there, and he is just schooling me like every time. Every time I've been texting him like, I hate you, because like I've been doing great on single player, and then when it gets to like multiplayer stuff, I'm bouncing off everything. I feel like I'm a kindergartner learning how to drive.
I think because online's 150cc and you haven't done that yet.
Maybe I don't know. That
I think
might
that's
be
just-
true.
Online
Well, you
is
know
like,
what, though? The tourney
online
is at
locked
100.
at speed.
Well, now that I think about it, I think the tourney is locked at 100, but I think when you go online, I think it's 150.
Yeah,
Depending on...
And I'm still trying to figure
I
out.
don't
There
know.
are so many different combinations for your bike or your cart, and now they've included wheels and like all the different wheels. So I'm trying to find that sweet spot, and I think after Ed beat me like 5 or 6 times, I'm like, all right,
Something got to change.
I'm done here, and I did. But when I left, I texted him and said, I will crush you.
That's hilarious.
He's been a lot of fun to hang out with and cart, so it's just been great. But it is just so much fun to just be able to sit on the couch while Piper continues to watch Doc. I'm just sitting there on the gamepad playing Mario Kart, and she loves it. She's like, "Oh, what's that?" She does her typical, "What's that?" And then she's pointing. I'm like, "No, babe, no, Daddy's playing," because she's like keeps bumping into me, and I keep knocking into stuff. I'm like, She's like crawling all over me, but she's interested. So that's all I care about as long as she's interested.
You know what's funny? I give Amara the gamepad and play with the Wiimote and nunchuck.
Nice.
And she loves to honk the horn while I'm driving.
Oh, that's so funny.
And it keeps her busy.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, meh, 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 meh. I do it. And you're like, yeah, you do it.
Yeah, you did. I'm convinced that the developers, excuse me, were completely high as a kite when they designed these courses.
Dude.
I mean, it is, first off, they're beautiful looking. I've got to say, it is amazing to see everything in HD. I haven't been able to actually play a lot on the TV. I've been mostly using the gamepad. That way, family gets to watch whatever they want to while I'm still playing. But just the courses alone, they're beautiful looking. But who comes up with this stuff?
Dude, that junk is some Alice in Wonderland type.
It really is. It's like those guys have been smoking too much whatever for too long. But it's brilliant. I mean,
that old wacky tobacco.
Exactly. I never would have thought of, hey, let's ride the back of an eel underwater to collect some coins. It's like, who thinks of that? It's insane.
Yeah, that's some Disney World type junk for sure.
It's beyond. No, it's Disney World on something. It's beyond it, but it's good. So the short end of it, that's been my week. A lot of still sickness, a lot of work, but still trying to get some gaming in. I'm going to try and finish Walking Dead, and then I will finally get into Watch Dogs. I still haven't opened it up yet. So I wanted to get all of our Telltale
blasphemy
done. No, it'll be great. You can. I'll probably be on that game for like the next 2 months. We got nothing good coming out anyway, so what's the big deal? Everything keeps getting delayed. Yeah, so I will do The Walking Dead probably today or tomorrow morning, and so that way we're all caught up. You guys got to do episode 4 of The Wolf Among Us. I mean, we're almost there. I think. What are they doing? 5 episodes? Is that it? So
they're always 5.
It's on, man. It's really starting to come together. So it's really good.
That's awesome.
That's me.
In a nutshell. Well, my arthritis has been acting up. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't have arthritis. We just sound like such old men.
I know, right?
This update this week's like, well, I've been painting. Well, I've been sick again. Well, my arthritis is acting up. That's what it feels like. Oh, my gosh.
Speaking of, like, with my work, we did a lunch recently, and they were like, oh, Tim just bought a house. And they were like, oh, it's so nice to hear, like, news from young people. Because, like, with old people, it's like, yeah, well, that hernia operation went fine, or, well, I got my new hip.
Mm-hmm. I got my new hip. It came in the mail off eBay.
Yeah.
Just got to take it to the hospital, get it put in.
Crazy.
Dude, Mario Kart 8. That is what has been up this week.
Man, where have you been, though? I haven't seen you on there.
It's probably, I've been playing in the middle of the day.
That's why. There you go.
Nap time.
Oh, yes. Okay.
That game is fun. They changed a lot.
They did, didn't they?
But it's not broken necessarily. But it does feel like a little bit like if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right.
But there's definitely some fixing that they did that probably didn't need it. Like, just for those listening that haven't played it yet, but know maybe Mario Kart Wii. Like, of course, they're going to change something because they have to. I think that's what I felt the most. So, just off the top of my head, you can only have one item at a time.
Yeah, that's kind of bogus.
Which was kind of a bummer to me. But when you get hit, you don't lose your items unless it's the lightning, which was nice. What else?
Notice there's no time.
Yeah, no time. You can't tell how fast you did it or how fast the people behind you were. There's no track on the screen to tell you how far behind other people are from you.
Isn't that weird? That throws me for a loop too.
Yeah, it's on the gamepad, so you can like click it and see it there, but you have to look down.
Yeah, who wants to do that?
Yeah,
and on the gamepad, I'm just I don't even have any of that set up. It's just like it would be on the TV.
Right, because you're playing it on there. The bikes don't have a wheelie. In Mario Kart Wii, when you were playing as the bikes, you could pop a wheelie and go a little faster.
Mm-hmm.
This one you don't have that. You just have the double.
Are you still doing it though? Just
I was a lot at first. Out of instinct.
I did too. When I had a bike, I'm like, all right, flip up. Oh, wait, nope, can't do that.
Not happening. And so in Mario Kart Wii, the karts had 2 levels of boost, the blue and then like the orange. And then the bikes only had the blue, but they had the wheelie. And now the bikes don't have the wheelie and have both levels of boost.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You have the bikes right away. I think on the Wii you had to unlock it or change something in the 50cc.
You have the standard bikes.
Yeah. Obviously, the customization, you pick your kart, you pick your wheels, and then you pick your, what do they call them? Parasails?
Glider.
Parasail? Glider.
Yeah.
And then, gosh, there was another big one. I felt like, I feel like, and a lot of reviews were saying this, that the selection isn't great when it comes to the people. Like you unlock all the Bowser kids, and then there's a bunch of babies, but I feel like the selection's not that huge anymore. There's 30 people.
Yeah.
But 7 of them are Bowser kids.
Yeah, because I think they're trying to make them fun and hip and cool, and who knows, we're probably going to get some sort of Bowser game coming up soon anyway, so maybe they're prepping you for it.
Right.
Well, did you guys play Mario 3D Land? Like, were those characters in that game?
No, I haven't played 3D Land yet.
Or not 3D Land.
You mean
What's
Mario 3D World?
You mean
3D World.
3D World? No, I haven't played it.
I mean, I'd imagine they're in all those games. Like, they're in Mario Wii U.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd imagine they're over there, but I haven't played that one yet. And then played Watch Dogs. Like I was saying last week. Played more of that. I really like it. A lot of people are hating on it. And I understand why they're hating on it, because it doesn't necessarily there's so much hype. Like, how do you live up to the hype?
Right.
And I think that's what people are more disappointed in. If it would have just came out, I don't think people would be complaining as much. But also, people aren't saying it doesn't feel very next gen. I can't speak to that because I haven't played it on the PS4. I've only played it on PS3. So I don't know that it doesn't feel next gen. But
we are less than a year into this next gen experience.
I know.
So what is next gen?
Yeah, what is that defined as yet?
Yeah.
So I'll go back and finish it, but Mario Kart has been ruling the house.
No, I'm sure. Has Jenny played it all?
Yeah, our neighbors invited us over. They're like, hey, we're karting. They live across the cul-de-sac. And so we went over there, and that was the first time Jenny played it. And it definitely like re-sparked something in her. Oh, that was the other thing. The other Wii had automatic and manual.
Yeah.
And this one doesn't have, you have to drift.
You're right. I never thought of that.
And Jenny didn't.
Yeah, because she's always been automatic, hasn't she?
She's always used automatic.
Wow.
And so the fact that she's having to drift now, she didn't like that, but she got it down pretty quick.
Yeah,
but she was annoyed by that at first.
I will say, I think this version is way more forgiving than the Wii version. Because
you think so?
Oh my gosh, yeah, because there's not a whole lot of requisites for getting 3 stars. All you have to do is come in first place on all 3. That's all you have to do. And then
that's exactly right.
The more coins you collect is great because that helps with unlocking things. And and once you're it does help. It gives you a little bit of speed when you have all 10 coins.
Yes, a little baby boost.
Yeah, it gives you just that little extra edge. But I think it is. To achieve the things that you want to achieve, it's way more forgiving than the Wii, in my opinion.
Yeah, you're right about that.
But I mean, these courses, they're just awesome, though. I really dig them. I think it's just a nice upgrade. Everything's in HD, looking good, and it just is beautiful looking.
Yeah, it does. It does look great and handles great, and it still looks good on the gamepad too. You know what I mean?
It's really like, because I've always been a nunchuck person for the Wii, but I'm not watching a ton of TV until we're all gathered on the couch, and then they want to watch whatever. So I'll just pop the gamepad on, and it feels just as good. I picked it up really quickly, and now that's all I play it on.
Yeah.
So But yeah, it's really good. It's a great game. It's a lot of fun.
Yes, it is.
That's my review.
Family wise, we did our first couple days. Like, I think we're on, today will be day 4. By the time you're listening to this, day 5 of no diapers.
Wow, dude.
No diapers on tomorrow. We had one accident the other day when she was outside playing, but
it's going to happen.
Besides that, she's gone to the bathroom and gone in the toilet. It's crazy. It's crazy. I hate it, but it's awesome.
No.
It just means she's getting older.
When I am done being sick, we have to get together because my Piper has constantly waking up going, more. All she wants to do is play with your. All she wants to do is play with your daughter. She needs some more.
I love it. We had to call Uncle Tim the other morning.
That was so sweet, by the way. That totally made my day.
Yeah, man,
it was awesome.
It was funny too because, just being parents, Tim answers the phone like this. Hey, buddy. Like totally sick.
Oh,
and
yeah, I was still ill.
Hi, Uncle Tim. And he's like, oh, hey.
She was so sweet. It was awesome.
It totally gave you a shot of energy. And then Friday, I head to Alaska. And so...
Where, by the way, in Alaska are you going?
Fairbanks, Alaska, and then Anchorage, Alaska.
Sweet.
And I think I'm going to meet up with Stephanie while we're up there.
Awesome.
Which will be very cool. And I need to hit her on Twitter. But here's the thing about going to Alaska. We fly from here to Detroit to Fairbanks, Alaska. That's a 8.5 hour flight. 8.5 hours. And I'll be in the same country.
You better load them games, boy.
Exactly. So Persona and the Vita are going to get out on this trip.
Nice.
Did you pick up Final Fantasy X yet for the Vita?
I didn't because I'm going to, number one, but I didn't because I knew that I would stop playing Persona.
Oh, good point.
All right. And shoot, the trophy wars are over.
Shoot. Did everybody tally?
Yeah, I did awful.
Well, you were on the road too.
I came in with a strong 7 trophies.
I forgot to update my trophies. I probably barely got more than you, but
no, you came in at hundreds. 38, I think.
Yeah, you beat me by 5. I was 33.
Did I update?
I don't think you updated, but whoever put together the whole thing kind of went through and maybe looked at one of your things where you had said something.
I didn't win, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
No, I didn't think we
didn't even come close.
We didn't even think any of us were going to win.
Should we give it up to the winners right now, or should we save it? We'll do it right now.
Yeah, let's do it right now.
Okay, the trophy wars. So what we did was, for those that weren't a part of it, and we'll do better next year. We didn't have a very good marketing ramping up to it, but
next year it's going to be Pepsi Presents.
Yeah, hopefully.
Married to the Games Trophy Wars.
Exactly.
We're working on it.
Audible.com presents Married to the Games Trophy Wars.
That's more likely.
Yeah, it's more likely. Ben Gay Cream.
I was going to say Advil presents. Scope presents.
Dental Floss presents.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so these guys killed it. So for the last month, from May 1st to 30th, we did a trophy wars. I think there was 20 something of us. Maybe there's more than that. I don't remember. I'm so tired.
There was definitely more than that.
I think there was more.
Was it like 40 something, 43?
I think so.
38, something like that. Of us got together and said, hey, most trophies wins. Not what kind of trophies, just trophies, period. And these jokers got it dialed in and killed it. And so,
did they ever?
And then we're giving out prizes. And then also the community put in money. And so that's awesome that they did that. And so first place is getting a bunch of stuff. I don't remember exactly off the top of my head, but this is what I kind of remember it being. From us, at least, from the Married to the Games crew, they're getting Pulse Golds. They're not even called Golds, I don't think. I think they're called Sony Gold wireless headsets. Delicious. They're getting a shirt, Married to the Game shirt, which obviously is the most important.
Skip the headphones.
Yeah, exactly. And I think we did a gift. No. And I think a gift card from like the community. Because
PSN card.
PSN card.
I think it was a PSN card.
And then second place is getting an Amazon gift card and a PSN gift card and a shirt. And then third place was getting a PSN gift card, another PSN gift card from the community, and a shirt and a sticker. I think that's how it goes. All right.
Nice.
So do you guys already know who the winner is? Did you guys look?
Actually, I did not look.
Does anybody want to guess how many trophies he got? Daddy Darkside, who we've talked about on the show, came in at number 1.
Wow.
With 740 trophies.
Dang,
you
man.
have got to be kidding me.
What the what?
740 trophies. I'm just saying, that is crazy.
That is unbelievable.
Number
That's
2
dedication.
is Tattooed Diamond. Came in at 645. And number 3, Devil Boy 86 came in at 504.
Wow.
And I mean, those guys are like in the elite group. The top 10, it goes 740, 645, 504, 440, 392, 385, 316, 257. And then it just starts like, I mean,
incrementally going
dives
down.
off. Yeah.
Wow. You have got to be joking.
So Cousin Cecil, Mike Fowler, who put all this together and really helped us out with this whole
Mike,
thing.
man, I cannot thank you enough for all
Big
this.
shout outs.
He really
cannot thank you
stepped
enough.
up, man. That was amazing.
Yeah, it was sick. So you guys contact Mike on the forum and you guys can get the codes and everything like that for your community PSN codes. And then obviously we're going to try to send our stuff out in the next week or 2. I'm going out of town for a long time and the headphones are coming here. So don't be mad if you don't get them just yet, but you will get all that stuff and it'll be awesome. Shout outs to other people in the top 10, Swisher Sweet 71, with 385 trophies. Cousin Cecil, Mike Fowler, 257. Black Viper 75, just at number 4 with 440. And then so another thing that happened was Mike got this really awesome Child of Light like package, I guess you would call it, special edition kind of thing. And he was like, you know what? I'm giving this to a random person in the top 10.
Awesome.
So he rolled a 10-sided die.
Awesome, man.
And the winner of that is
Gabe Patillo.
Oh gosh, yeah, right. I'm nowhere close to the top 10, Jack. Let's see, who was it? Here it is. The LaGrew. The _ LaGrew. LAGREW. He had 392 trophies. If that's a boy, I'm just guessing.
That's awesome.
So hit Mike Fowler up and he will get that to you. Thank you guys so much. Our community is freaking incredible for doing this. And I think next year will just be bigger and badder. I think we do it once a year, every May.
I was going to say, if it gets like bigger, Sony's going to be like, where in the world are all these trophies coming from?
No, and they need to recognize that. I actually messaged everybody through the PlayStation Network when on the last day, and I just thanked everybody. I said, look, if you guys responded this way to Trophy Wars, we also need to do something like a gaming for charity kind of a thing based on this, because everybody stepped up to the plate on this. And if just a small amount of our community did this and did this much, man, we can do some really great things for charity and get gaming looking good up on the map. You know what I mean? I think I think that would be amazing too. So we should do like 2 different kinds, one for charity and then one competitive.
Yeah, for sure. And
I think that'd be awesome.
And so
I'm so impressed with how many people just came together. And I mean, to get that many trophies is sick. That's insane.
Yeah, it was awesome. 46 people, I think, did it this year. And I think it'll get bigger and bigger and it'll be awesome. We'll do better at telling you guys that it was coming, because I think some people didn't get in it that wanted to get in it. And so this was the first inaugural Trophy Wars.
I was going to say, I may put a little site together too, where people can log in and just, update their stuff. And that way it's all in real time.
That would be
I think
sick.
that may not be a bad idea.
And then we need to do
cool.
one for achievement hunters in Xbox land, so you guys don't feel left out. Maybe we'll do that later this year, and we'll have we'll just keep it going.
Yeah,
you guys are great. This was an amazing idea. The community as a whole, out of all of us, got 6,596 trophies in the month of May. And 18.86% of that was earned by the top 3 people.
It's amazing.
So thank you guys again. We are so happy to be able to do something like this and give some stuff away. And we'll do it again. It was so much fun, and hopefully I can be more a part of it next time with my strong 13 trophies that I got.
Hey, I'm proud of my 33, baby.
Yeah, you guys should be proud. 33 and 38.
I can't believe I got the most.
I can
too.
That's pretty
It's
funny.
probably mostly BioShock, too.
It was. I think the only thing...
And Persona's stingy.
I think the only thing I didn't update yet was the Wolf Among Us, so maybe that would be like 5 more.
Yeah, I would have had...
I mean, I'm not going to win or anything.
No, but if I had played it, I probably would have tied you, because you do get, I think, 4 or 5 after.
Yeah, you get like
4
or 5 per episode.
Yep.
So.
Router.
Go. Oh, buddy, shall we?
Do you think you got it in you again?
Oh, I've got it in me now. You got me all excited. This is good stuff.
Well, let's do it.
New releases this week continue to be pretty slim just because E3's coming. Holy cow, next week. That's amazing.
Oh, yeah, that's next week already.
It is going to be next week. So there's really only 3 to speak of. The all-console game of the week is Murdered Soul Suspect.
Oh,
which
yeah.
challenges gamers to solve the hardest case of all, their own murder. Dun, dun, dun. So that comes out for 360, PS3, PC, PS4, and Xbox One. That looks interesting. I may give it a whirl.
Yeah.
I at least wait until it goes free on PS Plus. and then go from there. One for the PS3 and Xbox 360ers. Ultra Street Fighter 4 is being released. It's the arcade edition, which features a roster of 39 characters with 4 new characters added. And then 1001 Spikes for the Vita, PS4, and PC. It's a 2D platformer where you have 1001 lives to beat the game.
Oh, wow. That's
there
interesting.
You have it. So that sounds interesting. So top-selling games for the week ending May 24th, U.S. brick-and-mortar stores only. Number 10 is Drakengard 3 for the PS3. Debuts. It's a Square Enix role-playing game.
There you go.
Number 9, Kirby Triple Deluxe for the 3DS.
Ooh.
Number 8, Titanfall for the Xbox One. Number 7, Wolfenstein: The New Order for the PS3 debuts at number 7.
Oh, interesting.
Number 6, Minecraft for the 360.
Hey, come on down here, Minecraft, to number 6.
There you have it. Go build yourself something. Number 5, Wolfenstein for the PC debuts.
Oh, cool.
Huh, they boxed it up.
Yep. Number 4, Wolfenstein: The New Order for the 360 debuts.
Uh-oh.
Number 3, Minecraft for the PS3.
Doggone it.
Number 2, Wolfenstein for the Xbox One.
Wow.
Number 1, Wolfenstein: The New Order for the PS4.
No way.
Kudos to Bethesda for having 1, 2.
That's a sweep.
5. Yeah, they were 50%
That's a
on
sweep
the top selling games. They had 5 spots. That's insane.
Have we heard that yet? I don't think we've had a game do that yet since we've been a podcast.
Take pretty much all console and PC included.
Well, the 3DS version isn't up there.
Well, that's true.
3DS version.
That'd be hilarious. But hey, you know what? That's pretty impressive. And it was a strong 1 and 2. For the PS4, they did 133,000 units. And for the Xbox One was 109,000 units. So, I mean, and then number 3 was Minecraft, which only did 57,000 units. So it put down this week, man, that this past week. That's pretty incredible.
Nice, Wolfenstein.
Yeah, way to go.
I see you.
Some of our community have been like, hey, have you guys played it yet? It's really good. So we need to look into it.
That's definitely one I'm sleeping on. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's
we
great.
tend to do that. We tend to do that, though, don't we? We're sleeping on some games.
We're always we're always giving new games the side eye. We're like, hey, yeah, I don't know about you.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm playing Home Improvement, and I'm Tim the Tool Man.
You are Tim the Tool Man right now.
So.
Exactly. You have to go to what's his name across the way? Wilson or whatever to save.
Nice.
Hall, another slow one, but you got some stuff?
Yeah, we've got a few things, mostly releases being announced, just in front of, delays and stuff, but they're, wanting to announce some stuff just in front of E3 so they don't get buried. But Ubisoft did come out. Dang it, Ubisoft.
Ubisoft.
Hang on a minute. Ubisoft.
That's going to be hard to retrain yourself.
Ubisoft sold 4 million copies of Watch Dogs in the game's first week at retail.
That's crazy. Wow. It's going to be real crazy to see those numbers against the Mario Kart next week. I think Mario Kart did 1 point. I think they want to say 1.5 on a short.
Yeah, but its disadvantage is on one platform.
And it got released on Friday.
Yeah, that is weird.
So it's a short week as well.
Mm-hmm. But they said that the game is the best-selling game ever in week 1.
For Ubisoft? What? For a Ubisoft game?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Period?
Better than AC.
Wow.
Wait. Period or just for Ubisoft?
I think just for Ubisoft, yeah.
No, yeah, it's got to be just for Ubisoft.
Wow.
That's pretty
Call
impressive.
of Duty probably beat that. So.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah. Well, and so did GTA 5, so.
Yeah.
That's great, though. Good for them. That's
but that is
cool.
interesting to hear. I mean, it goes to show that reviews, though they are important, they don't fully impact the sales of a game. They've been pushing so much marketing behind this game.
Yeah, they have.
So the average gamer who actually doesn't read reviews was probably excited for this game no matter what. So.
That would be me. I don't read reviews.
I don't read a whole lot of reviews either. Sometimes I'll hop onto Metacritic when something comes out just because I'm curious to see what people are saying.
Exactly.
And this game, it didn't get the highest scores across the board. It had some 80s, some 60s. Yeah.
70s. Everybody's got an opinion on everything. Yeah. I was intrigued from day one when they showed the E3 stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's my style, my kind of gaming anyway. So it doesn't matter to me. I'm still going to play it, and I'm sure I'm going to enjoy it. It's going to be great.
I tell you what, there's a thing that they have on there called online hacking 1v1. I don't remember if I talked about it last week on the show or not, but I don't think I did. So in the game, there's these guys called fixers, and what they are other people that are hacking you, and then you have to find them real fast and kill them, pretty much.
Nice.
So you get to do that to somebody else, and it's like the most exciting thing I've done in a video game in a long time.
That's cool.
The how stressful it is crazy, because you have to find the person, drive to them. You look like just a regular NPC to them, by the way. And
gotcha.
You have to find them, hack them, install this virus. It's all button pushes, and then wait for it to upload. And it takes a really long time. And so while this is going on, the person is getting notified that they're being hacked. And then on the map, there's this big circle that's getting smaller and smaller and smaller as the percentages go up as to where to look for you.
Nice.
Dude, that's is so
awesome.
Stressful. I remember the first time I played, dude, my heart was beating so hard. It was crazy. I was like, what is going on? I was like, my heart really beating this hard to watch this game?
That's amazing.
But
so what do you have to do? You have to move around, dodge around, and
well, you don't want to move around too much, because then you'll be seen as oh, that's not just a computer player.
Right.
And so I've been hiding in cars.
Nice.
But just to watch them run around, and then they're looking at people and trying to see because when you're the guy that's looking for the person, you have this little thing that's popping up on your screen saying, not the hacker, not the hacker, not the hacker, not the hacker. There's the hacker. And so as you're
So
looking
you've
around.
been hiding in cars. That's hilarious.
Dude, it is so stressful. When they find you, then they try to kill you. So what you do is, why I've been hiding in cars is because you just drive off and then they can chase you down, wreck your car, and then pull you out of the car and kill you or shoot you in the car. It is stressful. Oh my gosh.
Awesome.
Everybody needs to go try it. It's awesome.
That's so cool. We'll have to definitely try that.
Anyway, sorry, that's my rant on that.
So, like, if you know somebody, like, for instance, you know, our community, they know your gamer tag and they're connected to you. Can they specifically, like, look for you?
That
like, can
I have
they
no
invade
idea.
your games?
I didn't try that. I didn't even dive that deep into it.
I think you both have to
It'd
be
be so
connected
funny.
to multiplayer in order to do that.
Oh, that's funny.
No. Because you can be in single player mode, and this thing pops up, and it's like, take this challenge. You know, online hack 1 versus 1, and you can take it or reject it.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay. I was thinking like that you can invade the other person's game, so like you'd have all kinds of people invading you because you've got a lot of people on your friends list.
It'd be awesome.
That's awesome.
It'd be funny.
It'd be stressful. I have diarrhea about it.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, you would. Listen to us, dude. We're all old.
We are old folks, boy.
We're talking sick house and diarrhea now. What are we going to get to next?
So you're saying Amara's coming out of diapers and you're going into them?
Exactly. It's a smooth transition, Jack.
Yeah.
Hall, give us up bells, buddy.
Oh boy.
Diarrhea.
Good news for good news for diarrhea.
Good news for diarrhea.
Good news for Uncharted 4.
Yes, sir.
The guys
Here we go.
in charge of The Last of Us are coming over to take control. They have both worked together on Uncharted Drake's Fortune and Uncharted Among Thieves, aka Uncharted 1 and 2. Neil Druckmann and Bruce Straley.
Yep.
So
Sweet.
They're coming over to work on Uncharted 4. And I think mainly Sony wanted people to know that, hey, you know, this is not some project that's falling apart. You know, we're giving it a shot in the arm.
Well, now they're mending it, so that means the game gets pushed back even more. We're not going to see this game till next year, clearly.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I am too. I mean,
I'm not, man. Freaking come out with this game. Get your stuff together.
I know. We'll have a few other things to play before then. But
that's true.
Like we've said before, I have no problems with delays. I mean, I know, and we'll have more coming up, I'm sure. I have no problems with delays because I want the game to be better. Mm-hmm. I don't want a pile of crap just to come out for the sake of coming out. I want this, I want the experience to be as best as it can be.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in the meantime, we get a polished Last of Us, and who knows, maybe they'll bring the old Uncharted games over.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. What the co-president, Evan Wells, he said, it's not so much a transition period, actually. We've asked them to lead the project. They're excited as veterans of the Uncharted franchise to take the responsibility, and they're doing great. They also had a lot of really good experiences with development of The Last of Us and some production philosophies that they're able to incorporate into the production of Uncharted. That's benefiting the team as well. So I think that's awesome.
I got 3 words: 100-hour weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, everyone's going to be hustling from now till the end of the year.
Pretty much.
It's a lot of work, Jack.
If you remember that interview I did with Phil.
Phil Kovacs.
Yes, Phil Kovacs, the audio lead for The Last of Us.
And by the way, we have some pretty awesome interviews.
We have some great
that are way above our pay grade.
Who are you kidding? We got some great interviews.
So go back and listen to. There's a I could put up a link to the on Twitter on the forum, and I'll do it this week, of all the episodes that and links to all the episodes that have interviews in them.
Love it.
It's a very good glimpse into the industry if you are interested in pursuing a job, or if you're interested in just kind of how the day-to-day works for people who work at a game developer or people who are involved in the process, voice actors, producers.
Mm-hmm.
It's very cool to get to listen to their perspective. And I learned a lot of stuff from Phil. I've been in the audio industry now for probably 8 to 10 years, but I learned a lot from Phil about how it works on their side of the business.
Mm-hmm.
When you think of producer, mixer, recording engineer in my industry. You think, sitting behind a console, working with the audio mixing type stuff. Whereas in game development, it's more about the programming and it's more about the sound editing or sound design than it is about bringing together the final mix. In fact, Phil had mentioned, that they took their final mixes that went to the CG, basically the audio mixes that went to what you saw on screen during the cutscenes. They did those at a post-production facility as a film mix. So they went in there and kind of gave them some direction, but that was a whole different person. That was a contractor working with that stuff. So
yeah.
Do you think that this Uncharted now that they're bringing these guys over, is this a back to the drawing board phase, or is this we need to go in and then like mend everything that is wrong with what we currently have?
I know. I doubt they're starting from the beginning again, or dropping anything for that matter. I'm sure that it was on a really good map because, they released Uncharted 3 in 2011. They were probably done with it 5 months beforehand or 4 months beforehand or something, or they were close. So I'm sure that they've been working on Uncharted 4 probably since that time. Before they got the hardware, I'm sure they were doing the planning and the story and stuff like that. So I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that's been set in stone.
And we don't know that these guys, I think we assume because Amy and the director left Naughty Dog that maybe these guys wouldn't have led up the game anyway.
Right.
But they could have still been leads on the game anyway.
That's true.
Even if those guys would have stuck around. So I don't know if it doesn't seem like too much, especially since these guys did 1 and 2. It's not like they, it doesn't seem like a call for help.
Exactly. Yeah.
Maybe a call for support, but maybe, Anyway, nice one, Hall.
The game's going to be good.
Oh,
I mean, they're putting enough money into it.
Yeah.
If nothing else, like focus testing is such a good investment for a game because then you get a lot of experienced players playing the game, telling you what to change and tweaking it. And so it'll be good.
The director of Single Dads and The Kings of Summer, I don't know how to say he has a hyphenated last name, Jordan Roberts, VOGT. How would you say that? Anyway.
Boggett.
Old JVR.
There you go.
As he's going by today, has been in talks with Sony about directing the Metal Gear Solid movie.
Really?
And so I think we've talked about this before, and just the rumors always kind of been around that movie might start, might not start, might start, might not start. So it's been rumored for a long time, but since this news about the director is kind of getting attached, maybe it'll be happening. And so, I don't know when they're going to stop doing this, guys. This whole video game to movie thing.
I don't know. It'll never happen. They'll keep doing it.
But what I'm saying is like, it's almost a recipe that's proven to be bad.
That's the thing. Like, this may have happened before. I'm not sure, but it's going to take a video game movie getting a really high rating for this trend to just set off. Like, for instance,
the Marvel thing.
Yeah, exactly. When they made the first, what was the first comic book movie? Was it X-Men?
Spider-Man.
I would think Spider-Man. Was Spider-Man before X-Men?
No, Spider-Man was 2001. I think X-Men was 2000. I mean, basically,
I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, from the outset, and I don't want to say first comic book movie because obviously there was Daredevil,
Superman.
Superman.
Well, Superman's
Christopher Reeves. I mean, obviously, Batman.
Superman's the OG of all that. But yeah, the resurgence
the modern comic book movie.
Yes, the resurgence of modern comic movies started around there. Yeah, you're right.
They were modern to them at the time.
That's exactly right.
I think looking at the modern comic book movie, I think if like X-Men would have been terrible or something, maybe it would have kind of changed like X-Men and Spider-Man. If those two movies would have been like just awful movies, maybe it wouldn't have continued that trend.
We wouldn't have the Avengers, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Maybe World of Warcraft will be the one that turns the tide.
Man,
I'm not hopeful. I'm not hopeful on any of this stuff, and I don't understand why film studios continue to greenlight these kind of things, knowing full well that in the course of history, when it comes to video game to movie conversions, it's never been good.
But here's the question, though. Have they been profitable?
That's exactly what I was going to ask.
Well, there you have it.
Because if they've been profitable, then yeah, there's.
But nowadays, though, they have to probably pump so much CG and everything, which costs a ton of money. I mean, maybe that's the reason why they put them out, is because they were so low budget to begin with, and they just turned it around and made a profit either from the movies or from the DVD sales.
Gosh, Daredevil was bad.
Oh, yeah.
Whoo-wee. That was not a good one. So we'll see. Metal Gear Solid. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Maybe stay as a video game. And then another thing, Mortal Kombat X is coming.
Yeah, did you see that trailer?
To Microsoft and Sony's latest 2 consoles and PC. I didn't see it. How was it?
The
trailer was... Go ahead, Sam.
It didn't show much, but I mean... It was a Mortal Kombat. It was pretty interesting. I mean, there's a head flying at the end, and
you spoiled it.
Oh, it's fine. It's only a minute and 45 seconds or something like that. But the funny thing was, it's fighting. It's violent fighting. And somebody under the comment of what I was watching wrote rated E for everyone. I was like, oh, that's hilarious. I mean, it's intense. It doesn't give you much. It just shows you, hey, this is what next gen fighting is going to look like. And that's great.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not a fighting game person. Because I would just button mash and call it a day and hope for the best. But this is going to be pretty intense, and I'm sure we'll see a little bit more at E3.
So this made me think about this question for you guys, and people in our community can kick in too. It's not the question of the week, but
the answer is A, B, A, C, A, B, B.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Katana is the answer.
There you go.
How many is too many games? Do franchises need to die ever?
From a publisher's perspective, the games can stop being made once they stop being profitable.
Yep.
And I don't see that happening with Mortal Kombat.
Nope. Me neither. And it's not like I'm hating on Mortal Kombat, like they shouldn't be making another one, but it just feels like, man, Mortal Kombat has been around it feels like as long as, I know it's not as long as Final Fantasy, but it feels like they've both been around in my life forever. Final Fantasy obviously beats it by years, but like, I just remember going to the arcades before I could drive and playing Mortal Kombat. And so, the fact that it's still around is crazy, but it's not,
it's profitable, and
that's all that matters.
They're going to keep greenlighting that stuff as long as it makes a profit.
Makes sense.
And it's nostalgic too, I think, for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I mean, just look at how far Mortal Kombat has come.
It's crazy.
It's pretty insane.
Jeez Louise. Hall, you got something else, bud?
Homefront was announced this week with a trailer. The new Homefront game.
Yeah,
if you're familiar.
Interesting.
Well, if you're familiar with the original, it was kind of a first-person shooter with kind of a bit of a different story, even though it was a little shorter. America being invaded. This one's looks a little bit different. It kind of came out of the THQ going under. Crytek UK was working on the game, and so they purchased it. Just to retain the work that they had done on the game. So they're going to be putting that out in 2015. It's being co-published by Crytek and Deep Silver.
So far, 2015 is going to be a bang-em-up year for video games.
Seriously. It is going to be an insane year.
It's probably going to get to the end of 2015, and a few games are going to get pushed back just to not be crowded.
Right.
You've got Arkham Knight delayed to 2015 as well. A bunch of announcements coming out this week about that kind of stuff. So
yeah, that's what it seemed like. Seemed like that was all the news this week, was such and such is pushed back.
Yeah, because they got nothing else to talk about.
It's 2015.
I mean, a lot of those PR companies are either holding on to their press releases for E3, or they've sent them out and said, don't release until E3, basically. So there's just not a whole lot of news coming out right now, except for people coming out ahead of the game to say, well, this is why this game's not going to be at E3. Or something like that. So
it'll be interesting.
Or this is why this game is not going to show well at E3. So
speaking of E3, let me give everybody real quick the press conference schedule because I have it right in front of me.
Oh, yeah.
Before you do that real quick, did anybody sign up for the Sony experience? Well, Gabe's getting the real Sony experience, but Router, did you sign up for that?
I did not.
What's the Sony experience?
For people who, and this is already sold out, so I'm just going to mention it for historical purposes, I guess. Sony came out last week and said, hey, for those people that can't make E3, we're giving you the Sony press conference experience at theaters across the nation.
No way.
It's basically one per state.
Right.
And I can't remember which one they had for us, but it was in Nashville.
Did you do it?
Makes a lot of sense. I went ahead and signed up for it because I'm just curious about it.
Sure.
I may go, I may not, but they're doing.
Go wear your Married to the Game shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm serious. It'd be a good time to talk to people and let them know we exist.
Amen.
It's a podcast I'm on. It's like being in the band and wearing your own shirt.
Yeah, Hall is not the ambassador right now.
Have Krista wear the shirt. A lot more people talk to her.
There you
go.
I went ahead and signed up for it because they're doing all kinds of giveaways and stuff. It should be pretty interesting. One of the news items connected to that is that you get into the Battlefield Hardline beta for PS4.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
Not that helps me right now.
No, that's not helping you at all.
But you know somebody.
Exactly.
That's right. You know a few guys.
Depending upon when the beta is going to be, I may have a console by then. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But
there you go.
Yeah, you will.
Very cool, though. I mean, that you can go to the theater and you get to experience, a similar kind of thing, and you're going to be with a community of gamers. That's the most important part. Is that you're going to be surrounded by your peers. So it's pretty cool.
Right.
That's sick, man. I'm going to be on a freaking plane coming back to Nashville during all the press conferences.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, and then you go right back out.
I'm not happy about it. And then I go to Chattanooga.
I was thinking you were going to be at the press conferences again.
I wish. I want to
be like, all right, now we're bringing Gabe Patillo on stage.
Yeah, he's going to show us how the move works.
How the move works.
I'm like, I really don't want to do this, guys.
You're going to get out there and you're going to be like, well, hang on, the thing's not working. Oh, okay, I'll just wing it.
Yeah.
I'd be like, can I get some Gloria Stefan, please?
Yeah. That's going to be your intro music coming out.
All right. Did you see the?
That was a great video.
The video I made of.
I loved it.
Picking up
Mario Kart. That was perfect.
Oh, I totally derailed that story. What were you going to say, Router?
Press conference schedule. Here we go. This is all Pacific times. What I've done in the past is I've watched most of them on GameTrailers.com. You can watch them on IGN.com, and I think there's a few other places.
I watch them on GameSpot.
GameSpot.com. Yep. They're all kind of have the same feed, maybe just a slightly different angle, but it's all good. Here are the press conferences. Microsoft starts Monday, June 9th at 9:30 a.m.
They always do in the morning.
Yep, Pacific time. EA starts at noon on Monday, June 9th. That's noon Pacific. Ubisoft, Monday at 3 p.m. Sony will be at 6 p.m.
Yep.
And then Nintendo does their thing Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. So there's your press
Tuesday
release
morning, isn't that the 9th? What day is that? That's the 9th, right?
No. Tuesday's the 10th. Monday's the 9th. So Monday.
Oh, that's right.
Monday, June 9th are Microsoft, EA, Ubisoft, and Sony. And then Nintendo does Tuesday the 10th at 9 a.m. So there you have it. There's your press conference schedule. I will not be getting any work done on Monday. It'll be fantastic.
And I'm going to have to buy internet for the plane.
Good luck with that. I love watching these press conferences. I think it's so much fun.
I love them too. They're so great.
Yep. It's an exciting time. I love this time of year in the early summer because this is when we get to know all the fun stuff that's coming out in 2016.
Seriously.
2016.
Hall, you got anything else?
Nope, that's it. Let's roll into some lightning round.
All right, let's do some lightning round.
Wait.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Well,
we asked them a question last week.
Oh yes.
Oh yes, that's right. We did, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. We asked you guys, Have you ever bought a console for a game like me and Router did for, I almost wanted to say Mortal Kombat 8.
For Mortal Kombat, for Mortal Kombat Kart 8.
Same initials, MK8, Mario Kart 8. Me and Router did that.
That's hilarious.
What consoles have you bought? Lucas Ham Swisher starting over at the forums. He said, I bought a Game Boy Color for one of those Pokemon games. I never collected them all. Play Price is Right, fail music. Wah, 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 wah. Seth is the GOAT. Said, I bought the it's early. That's not what he wrote. That's just me not being able to read. Seth is the GOAT. Said, I bought the 360 specifically for Mass Effect. It eventually died, and I switched to PS3 for Uncharted and rejoiced when ME2 and 3 came to the PlayStation.
Awesome.
Of course. Drew said, well, I bought a Dreamcast for Soul Calibur. Totally worth it.
Nice.
That game was so good.
Yes,
Paul, did you play any Soul Calibur?
Yes, I did.
I know you did. That's why you're my buddy. Over on Twitter, Jeremy Powers at Zen's Path says, and I never looked at it this way, and I thought this was a really good point. He says, I think we all have every time. We may like the games, but it always is one game that pushes you over the edge to make that purchase. I thought that was a really interesting look at it.
That's very profound.
Yes, Jeremy Powers. Good job, buddy.
Well done.
Sean at Canadian Raider said, I picked up the Xbox One Titanfall bundle for Titanfall. Looking forward to Crackdown, Halo, and Gears on it, though.
Nice.
Matthew at, I'm guessing this is Napalm Sticks 2 Babies, or Napalm's Texas 2 Babies, but it's at Napalm's TX 2 Babies.
That's awesome.
He said, bought a Wii U for, this is funny, and he has too much money. He says, bought a Wii U for Wind Waker HD, got done with it, traded it in for an Xbox One Titanfall, got bored with that and traded it in, and I'll let the store credit sit there and wait until Zelda U because I completely forgot about it until it was too late.
Nice.
So that's a lot of trading. The GameStop by his house is like, good.
GameStop's finally going to be able to put that pull in.
Yeah, here comes Matthew.
Smithers, prepare.
Thank you guys for your answers to our question. We appreciate it. Obviously, that's not all the answers. There's a bunch of them. Go check them out on Facebook. Facebook.com/married to the games, Twitter.com/MTTGcast. You can also find us at our home on the web, marriedtothegames.com. Come check out the forums. It's great. We're having a big old party over there. Like one of those, I put my hands up in the air sometimes. Say it, ayo. Let's go. One of those parties. One of those parties where you look over at somebody and you say, you know what? Turn down for what? So good.
That's awesome.
Anyway, let's get into some questions.
Arctic Warlocks. I'm traveling for business this week in Minnesota. What mobile app gets you through? No 2048, no Clash of Clans, no Candy Crush.
Hearthstone.
Maybe Minecraft. Haha. Yeah, you could go Minecraft if you'd like. I would vote 2048 because I'm stupid addicted still to that game. I've beaten it like 4 times and I'm still going.
Nice.
Yeah, Hall, I knew you were going to say Hearthstone.
Yeah, I mean, it's iPad only. Since I've bought an iPad, like, I don't play games on my phone anymore.
Right.
Yeah, it's so much better.
Mm-hmm.
Smash Hit, definitely. That's a fun one.
Crazy Taxi.
It plays surprisingly well.
It plays on the iPhone so well. Did he say what he's playing on, or did he just say?
No, he just said no 2048. No, basically, he doesn't want any of the common, norms. Popular, normal games.
Yeah.
What's that one? Saturday Morning RPG is really fun.
What is it?
Saturday Morning RPG.
I've never played that.
That's
I've
a pretty
never heard
fun
that
game.
I got a game called Vector on my Android device. I don't know if it's on iOS too. It probably is, and it's awesome.
That's cool.
Vector.
There you have it. So hopefully,
go ahead.
Hopefully that'll get him through his trip to Minnesota.
And
I was going to say Tiny Death Star is pretty fun too.
Tiny Death Star?
Tiny Death Star, Tiny Tower, Pocket Planes, a bunch of those games. They're really fun. And they're those games that you either pay or you wait. So it's kind of cool if you're like in a taxi real quick, you can pull it up and play for 5 or 10 minutes, put it away, and then play later. And
I'm always going to be a big proponent of Plants vs. Zombies.
Yep.
And the second one is free. Infinity Blade. And every now and then I'll bust out some Wheel of Fortune.
Nice. Nice. Good question. Kenny G Money at Daddy Darkside.
Oh, the winner.
The guy. The Chief Rocka.
Yeah,
here we go. What trophy or achievement are you most proud of having earned? For me, it's the Lunatic Trophy from Outlast on PS4. I'm sure
it's I never played that anymore.
I'm sure Gabe,
trophy.
you would agree. Yeah, mine is recent. It's the Platinum for Second Son. I was super happy and super proud of earning that one.
I've collected almost every trophy in NBA Jam.
Nice.
There's 12 of them. I don't know. I've never hunted. So I'm not super proud of any.
If it doesn't kind of fall in my lap or close to my lap, I'm not hunting much.
Exactly.
Yeah. Interesting. Paul, how about you?
I don't necessarily trophy hunt either. Like I like to just see them pop up as I'm doing stuff. So I'm like, oh, I'm playing the game right. You know what I mean? But I will say I'm proud of the fact that I collected all the little sisters in both BioShock 1 and BioShock 2.
Good for you.
So
you know what?
That was one of those things that wasn't required, and I went ahead and did it.
And I actually, for the Second Son, because I plan on platinuming that, I've never collected like all the shards or all the anything in any of those games, and I did it in Second Son.
Yeah, that's good.
Awesome.
Good question. And congratulations again, 740 trophies, y'all.
That's right, man.
Just in case you missed it. That's
Daddy Darkside is throwing it down.
I mean,
he must have such blisters on his fingers.
Oh, yeah, he's got to be done. Go take a nap, man, on us. Just go sleep for like the next 12 hours.
When we send you your headphones, just put ambient music on.
There you go.
That's
right.
Enya.
That's awesome. Little Enya. Our boy, that Chalfie.
Yeah.
Does excessive amounts of Mario Kart 8 make you sharper or more reckless driver? Honestly, sharper. And there was a story. When was this? We had talked about it quite a few episodes back, where there was a child in a car, and the driver had a stroke or a heart attack. So the kid took over. And I don't know if it was on the highway. I saw this story somewhere. I can't remember where it was. But basically, the driver had some sort of an issue breathing or something. The kid had played a lot of Mario Kart back in the day and was able to take the car and drive it over to safety.
Yeah.
How amazing is that? Just because they were playing Mario Kart.
That's right.
So I'm all for it. I think it makes you sharper.
I think it depends on what you're talking about. It makes you maybe sharper with your reflexes and duller in conversation with other humans.
Well, that's true. Yes.
It makes you wish you had red and green shells.
Exactly. For when you're driving around Tennessee, because these people cannot drive.
Oh my gosh. I know.
Oh, heck yeah.
Hey, you guys might not have heard that we didn't have an intro on today's show, but stick around because Chalfie is coming up.
Oh,
and it's a minute of goodness.
Oh, so good. So good. All right, let's move on. The Joker at Super Duper Main. Can Gabe do the nerd guy voice again? Can Router do Stewie's voice? And can the reluctant multitasker do the yes, y'all?
Ooh. I like that.
Ooh, I do like that. Well, only if we have Cool Whip.
Working on that novel?
Brian, still working on that novel?
I tell you one thing about this. There was a time where I wasn't a professor. I was a student just like the rest of you. I would hang around outside by the playground, pick up on chicks, hot chicks.
women. That's awesome.
Oh, it's funny.
Hall.
You're up.
Hang on a minute. I gotta
Oh,
prepare.
really? Yeah.
No, he's preparing. He's the wind up.
Oh, yes, yes, yo. You know what it is.
That's so awesome. Oh, that was great.
I love that so much.
Paul takes
that was
the
more,
Were you stretching at the time or something, or trying to yawn?
I don't know.
You were like, "Oh yes, yawn." It was great, man.
It sounded like you were like holding in a fart.
Yeah,
it was like a mix between Hulk Hogan and what's his name,
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Randy Macho
Red
Man
from
Savage.
Sanford and Son.
Oh, nice. Oh yeah.
Oh,
That's so
really
awesome.
funny.
Thank you, the Joker, for making us all do that in the morning.
Yes,
That's
that
awesome.
made my morning.
Yep. Ryan Cromer at R Cromer 5. What are we going to play this year? Everything keeps getting pushed back. E3 needs to have some surprises.
Seriously, Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 8.
Yep, we're going to be playing a lot of that this year. So
Mario
join
Kart 8.
Join the tournament, baby. Yeah, and for those that don't know, there is a tournament code up on the forum. You can find it. I think it's under the Mario Kart 8.
I can tell it to you real fast too. I have it here.
Yeah, so that's
it's really
where,
complicated. So get a pen and paper out
it's
for
like
a second.
it's basically like a download code anyway. So we do have a tournament set up there. So feel free to join us anytime.
And I don't
you
like
want.
the way that works. I wish that
No.
Yeah, because if only like two of us are on, only two of us are playing. I wish that there was other people could get in there. Like I wish your tournament just picked up on other people's races. But here's the tournament code if you're sitting at your desk. And you can put it on a sticky note and put it in your pocket. Remind you to do it when you get home or something. 6734-0775-3295. There you have it.
There you go. Well, to answer your question, Ryan, there will be games to play. Don't you worry. Don't fret about things getting pushed back. I know it's frustrating, but like we've said, I think that's only going to make the gaming experience better. Like I said, I'd rather they take their time than put out a turd and not have it, be the way you want it to be and what your expectations for games are. So just watch the press conferences. You're going to get as excited as I am for games that will be coming out in the next year or two.
Amen.
But it will be there. So hunker down with some Mario Kart or some Watch Dogs or whatever you're most comfortable with and just ride it out until the fall and or spring of this next year.
Yeah, curl up to the fire with something off your back catalog.
That's right.
Go and play outside.
Boo.
That's right. Boo. Who wants to do that? Our boy Paolo Vinicius. More of a request. Router, can you stop using your Tiger Claw allergenic powers? I'm all itchy and it's not fun anymore. Hey, it's that time of year, baby.
I know,
it's
that's right.
It's grass pollen time, so enjoy. But man, my allergen powers have faded now to the sickness bacterial infection powers.
Yeah.
But once I'm on the mend, and I'm back in the game, boys. Thank you, Paolo. I appreciate it. Keep doing what you're doing, Bane.
Curing cancer.
That's right. Jeremy at Jared45. Why hasn't TR played XCOM yet? Oh, everybody's on me this week. Everyone is on me this week.
Get him.
Dang.
Somebody messages on Twitter
play.
is like, I'm going to send Router my copy of XCOM. And
I have it.
We were
Don't
like,
worry.
dude, the sad thing is that he has it.
I have it. I just haven't sat down. I know what's going to happen because
him.
I'm going to get on it. And then 5 hours later, I'll still be on it. And it's going to take up so much time. Here's what I'm going to do.
You know what's funny though? You might hate it.
I doubt it.
Is what's funny. You might not like it.
I don't know. I always give games a good try. So we'll see. I'm going to finish Walking Dead, and then I'm going to finish Watch Dogs, and then I'll get right to it. So thank you, Jeremy, for the reminder. Okay.
Get him, Jeremy.
Josh Oakes at JP Oakes 1. Time to fess up, fellas. What chick flick do you secretly like? parentheses, Router will purposely not ask this on the podcast. Touche, Josh, because I just did. There you have it. What chick flicks do you secretly like? I am not afraid to say it. I don't care because I've curled up with my sweet pea and we've watched The Notebook. I think is a good movie.
Yep.
And there's another one that was back in the day with Gwyneth Paltrow called Sliding Doors, which is another really good movie. Those are two that I secretly like. There you have it. Man card revoked, but I don't care.
Nice. Hall?
I was going to say, I like Love Actually. That was pretty good.
That's a good one, too. We watch that every Christmas.
I think we've answered this question before, so I think it's come up.
I think you're right.
Yeah, and then The Notebook was good.
Yeah. I was really digging on, I really liked X-Men Days of Future Past.
Mm-hmm. Chick flick, everybody.
Yeah, I was going to say, wait,
nice
what?
try. He's trying to hold on to that man card as long as possible. It's not going to happen.
There's a relationship in there somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Gabe really likes Twilight. He's just not telling us.
Gosh,
That's right.
I actually cannot stand Twilight. Notting Hill.
Great movie.
I do not like Hugh Grant, but I really like him in Notting Hill.
It was so witty, wasn't it? That was just
good.
over Memorial Day. We all ended up watching that while Piper was napping.
That's a good movie.
There are so many good one-liners in there.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good one.
Whoopsie Daisy. Did you just say Whoopsie Daisy?
Yep, that's awesome. All right, thanks, Josh, for the man card revoke.
Exactly, Lord.
All right, Devin Tice at Dev A Tice. Any E3 predictions or things you guys are hoping for? I want more games. Just bring on the games. Bring on the next gen games.
Yeah.
I don't care what it is. I want to see some goodness.
I could care less about hardware. Bring on the freaking games.
Yep, I'm with you.
Hall?
Yeah.
Bring on the games, right, Hall?
Bring on the games and bring them on 2014.
Yeah, that won't happen.
Sweet.
Nate at Natosis. Ooh, I like that. Moment in gaming that was dear to you at the time, but not so much when you return to it. Mine is the original EQ after a 15-year break.
Oh.
There you have it. That's a tough one because I haven't been gaming that long.
I think
I'll say, you got one, Gabe?
Well, not really.
Is there a moment when you were playing the game, you're like, this is amazing, and then a year or so comes back and you do it again, and you're like, oh, it wasn't so much?
I'll tell you that handheld games are not as cool as they used to be. Like, when you think about playing like the original Game Boy, and I think I've mentioned this before, like, the screen was not lit. It was, 4-color, monochromatic or whatever. And like back then, I had no problem with that. Like I played the crap out of Game Boy, but to play it now in that state would be really hard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. With what we have now.
Yeah. I think wired controllers. I think I've taken for granted like having to sit that close to a console.
Yeah.
Like I love wireless now, and I've gotten like even though there's that touch of lag, and I think that's what's going to happen just as technology goes. It's going to be hard to go back to like once we go like full digital in like 5 years, it's going to be hard to want to get off the couch and switch out games. Like, so I think of it more from that standpoint. I don't have a lot of games that I've gone back to and I'm like, this sucks. Just because like if it's nostalgic to me, then it usually stays nostalgic and I can still find the good in it. But as far as like technology just moving forward and then having to go back and do old technology, and I think it's a little bit of what Hall's touching on, that's what gets hard for me. Yeah,
I'm with you on that one. I ditto that. Last question from our boy Ed Placencia, my nemesis on Mario Kart. Here we go. Your wife says excitedly, "You'll never believe who's at the front door." Who do you hope it is?
Ed, that is such a good question.
I love that, man. That's a great question.
Mm-hmm.
My gosh.
10 years ago, Ed McMahon.
There you go.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That would be awesome.
That means you won something.
Yeah, the Publisher Clearinghouse sweepstakes.
Yep.
You'll never believe who's at the front door. Man, I don't know.
That's a good question. Holy crap, there's so many people. So it depends on the time of year. If I just bought something off eBay that I'm hoping FedEx is here. But on just a regular, like, Gosh. You know what? Okay, so I'm going to name drop. I apologize. Everybody look out. Back up from your computers.
All right, here we go.
Back up from your speakers. I'm about to name drop. So I got to have a really, really cool sit down conversation with Bill Cosby. And so if he remembered who I was and then like somehow ended up at my house for dinner and my wife came upstairs and I'm playing Mario Kart 8 and she's like, you will not believe who's downstairs. And I was like, who? She's like, Bill Cosby's here. I'd be like, what? Yeah, let's go have dinner. I would love that.
That's
Bill
great.
Cosby as Cliff Huxtable.
There you go.
But he kind of is Cliff Huxtable.
Yeah, he kind of is.
So it's like Bill Cosby as Cliff Huxtable as Bill Cosby.
Nice.
All right, I'll get deep for just a real quick second. I think I'd like to see Maggie again.
Oh,
If Maggie was at the front door. I know, I'm sorry.
You're dead dog, Tim.
I'm a dead dog, but that's the kind of year it's been this year, man. I mean, Thaxton's awesome, and he's been great, but we always say, man, every once in a while, it's just like, oh, man, I miss Maggie.
Jeez, that is the saddest thing ever.
No, it's not the saddest thing.
Holy
I mean,
crap.
If you're a dog owner, you know it, and that's just how it goes. It's not, you know, you do like this is really like the first true family member that Lauren and I have lost together. I mean, she lost her grandmother back like 5-6 years ago. I lost my grandmother around the same time, but this is like, you know, something that is closest to you. And, you know, this is the first time we've ever experienced something like that. So it's crazy.
Oh, man. Hall,
that
real
was
quick.
deep. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to kill it like toward the end.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, now mine sounds terrible.
No, it doesn't. It's all good.
He's like the ultimate warrior. Go ahead.
Hulk Hogan.
Go ahead, Hall. No, I was saying ultimate warrior because he passed away.
Ultimate warrior.
Sorry, go ahead, Hall.
What?
Go ahead. Who'd you say?
Ed McMahon.
Oh, yeah, he did say Ed McMahon.
Oh, then you said 10 years ago. What about today?
What about today?
Yeah.
Ed McMahon.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll leave. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys so much for the questions. We are having a crazy morning.
I mean, I have to preface by saying I know that he's already gone, but
right.
I'm taking Router's rules.
I'm the only guy that's chose somebody who's alive.
Nice.
Lord have mercy. Thank you guys so much for listening, for being here, for giving us an hour and a little bit of your week.
Happy E3 Eve, everybody.
Yes, happy E3 Eve. It's going to be
watch those press conferences and be excited.
And I have a quick question as we talk about all these new games that are coming out for you guys. Question of the week. Have you ever quit a game way too early, didn't really give it a chance just to go back and beat it later? Have you ever played a game, quit it too early just to go back and beat it later? I've done that with a couple games. I think obviously I did it with, especially with demos. Like I'll play a demo and I'm like, I don't like that. And then I'll pick it up later on and be like, I love this game.
Yeah.
It's probably happened to all of us. So use hashtag answer MTTG. And of course, we'll put it up on the forums for the long form answer there. You guys ready to get up out of here?
Let's do it.
Well, I am Gabe Patillo. That is Tim Router. Over there is Timothy. I want to meet a dead guy, Hall. And we are married to the games. And we are up out this thing. Peace.
Yes, y'all. They called Married to the Games. You know what it is. Let's kick it off like this, because it sure is cold out here. Always Final Fantasy VII loving, traveling on that road. Gabe Patillo, all the time for real though. What up to Tiger Claw, taking cues from all of y'all, talking top sales and releases, emitting all the numbers like Wi-Fi to this router. Yeah, I know they're spelled differently, but so what? Then there's Mr. Hall, Mr. Side Mission Skipping, Mr. Putting Main Quest into Mission, Mr. I don't know about that, let me check. It's them kids and wives of 9 to 5. Before I get about this thing, I want to give a few shout-outs. Shouts to the cousin Cecil, shouts to Boom Headshot, shouts to the homie Paulo from Brazil, and the MTTG Forum fam. Shouts to pizza, chips, naps, chicken nuggets, and last but not least, shout-outs to freaking Stancil. It's me, Chalfie, and I'm out this thing. Peace!